Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Nate here. It is Thursday, October 6th. So we'll kick off Thursday Thoughts today on a bit of a sad note. Of course, most of you know by now Steve Jobs did in fact pass away yesterday, which to me came as a big surprise. I did not expect him to pass away so soon. Of course, we did see him step down from the CEO position down to chairman of the board in August with Tim Cook taking his place, which was of course indicative of his health conditions worsening. But I just did not expect to see it so soon. We did see him at WWDC 2011, and I was hoping to see him at the event on Tuesday, but of course that did not happen. So in this video, or in this part of the video, I just wanted to pay my respects to him. It's because of him I have this YouTube channel, and I've got some great Apple products like this iMac sitting behind me, an iPhone, and an iPad, all of which have changed the way that I interact with people and interact with technology. So just a big thanks to him, and a big thanks for his innovation in creating these products. I just remember, or my thoughts on his death, of course, I just remember seeing him in the events when he unveiled the iPod, the iPad, and the iPod Touch, all which kind of had a big influence in me sort of growing up. I remember seeing the first iPod event in elementary school, and then I see the iPhone and the iPad when I was in middle school. So of course I'm now in high school. So he did play a big role in my life as I was growing up into my high school years. So on a happier note, this week we saw Apple unveil the iPhone 4S. This next generation iPhone will have the same design and form factor as the current iPhone 4. The only things that have changed is what's internal on the device itself. So just to give you a rundown of what we saw with this new device is the A5 processor, which will be dual core, of course, which will increase the performance, the speed, and the graphics of this device. Apple's also implementing an 8 megapixel camera with 1080p video recording at 30 frames per second. This phone will be global, so it will be compatible both with CDMA and GSM networks in the same device, and Apple's also redesigned the antenna, so there won't be an antenna gate issue anymore. Additionally, the speeds for data loading will be faster for AT&T specifically in America. If you're in another country, it'll depend by your carrier, of course. So you will see some faster data speeds. Unfortunately, you will not see that if you're with Sprint or Verizon. Which brings me to my next point. Apple did make the iPhone 4S available to Sprint as a carrier. Additionally, you'll be able to get the iPhone 4 for $99 with 8 gigabytes storage on Sprint, AT&T, and Verizon as well. Then the iPhone 3GS became free on a 2-year contract with AT&T. So I plan on pre-ordering my iPhone 4S tonight. Pre-orders will begin October 7th at 12:01 a.m., which is Pacific Standard Time. So if you're on the East Coast like me, that's going to be approximately about 3 a.m. in the morning. You'll be able to pre-order your device either from Apple's online website, or you can go to the specific carrier that you plan on getting service for your device with. So you could go to AT&T, Sprint, or Verizon's website, and the devices will be available once again at 12:01 a.m. Pacific Time. So then just the next thing that Apple has with this new iPhone is a new Apple Care protection plan. So you'll be able to get this new Apple Care plan, which offers the same benefits as what Apple Care did before, except now you'll have coverage over accidental damage. So if you drop your device, you get water in it or something like that, this new protection plan will have you covered. You'll have up to 2 claims per year, and each time you make a claim, it will be a $49 deductible. So this Apple Care protection plan then will cost $99. Then Apple at this event also unveiled a new white iPod Touch model. It will be 8 gigabytes for a price of $199. The iPod Nano also saw a refresh. You'll be able to get the 8 gigabyte model for $129 or the 16 gigabyte model for $149. Then to wrap things up today, I just wanted to mention the Goldmaster version of iOS 5. I've been receiving some questions about whether or not I was going to do a video on this. There haven't really been any changes in it that I've noticed, just of course better performance, because it's basically going to be the same thing as what the public is going to see when iOS 5 goes live on October 12th. So if you want to see the new features in iOS 5, please check out my complete iOS 5 overview. You'll see a video annotation at the end of this video which will allow you to watch it. So just simply click on that and you'll be able to see it. And then I just wanted to mention that the Steve Jobs biography, because of his death yesterday, has now been pushed up to a release date of October 24th. Since yesterday, that book has moved up to the top seller list on Amazon.com. So I plan on purchasing a couple copies and doing a couple giveaways of it. So stay tuned for that. So that wraps it up for the video today. Please like it, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.